Alright, so I'm going to test this out with 800 ISO face detection. One of the things that is important here is that the cabin here is dark, outside is pretty bright, so there's a high dynamic range. And we're doing 23.98 on 1080. Unfortunately, we can't do 4K with face detection on the X-H1. So right now it's pretty dark. Background a little more bright. I'm using face detection because sometimes there is no time, or I don't bring something to do a static shot, like with AFS, right? AFS, where I would use a remote so that I'll know that it's pointing at me. But why carry an extra device if face detection should work most of the time? And of course, the X-H1 had some issues with high dynamic range at the 400 level in terms of focusing and maybe also face detection. Most X cameras, the history of the X cameras that I've had ever since the XT1, and of course something like the X100T and XT2, XT3, X100F, and so forth. Now I'm going to put glasses on, see if it, or actually put my hand in front and then come back, see if it reads my face or not. But anyway, previous cameras have had so much problems with face detection, especially when I started filming with the X100T. Gave me the idea, hey, I can utilize that small camera for video. But unfortunately, it's very challenging to use that camera because you got to carry your remote, and then video-wise, it doesn't have a lot of video features per se. Especially doesn't have a high dynamic range, and the video looks a little too sharp, a little too less how should I say, cinematic. Okay, so I went around one turn, and I'm going to park where I am, and I'm going to find out later, or actually I'm going to look at it right now, find out if the camera was really focusing me or not. Right now, hopefully I'll bring out the Fuji X-T3.